Hello guys, today I'm going to be teaching you why you can't advance in chess, why you can't get better at chess. Today I'm going to be showing you one of my most recent games, and I'm going to be teaching you some rules to just genuinely just get better at chess, see what your opponent wants, see how you can punish them. This is a 10-minute game, and I played e4. And here my opponent plays c5, the Sicilian defense, and I go for c3. Idea being I want to go d4 and take the center. And my opponent allows that by playing d6. And see what I just told you, what can I do? What do I want? I want to play d4. And I do. And my opponent takes. I take, and I just have the center. I'm controlling the center, and I'm probably just better. My opponent just has this little pawn out. This file is kind of open, and he's not really doing much. If you go for this, I take, you take, I take the queen, you lose your right to castle. It's not the best decision for you. So you play, or he plays e6. I play knight c3, just developing my knight. My opponent goes knight c6. And what is my opponent doing? My opponent is attacking this pawn. And he's just developing his knight. So I play knight f3, just putting more defense on this pawn and developing my knight. That's what I'm doing. And my opponent goes a6. Why did my opponent play this move? Well, my opponent played this move because he's trying to stop bishop b5 to pin this knight and just bully him, I guess. I don't know. But I don't really think that's the best move. What did that do? What did that move do? It stopped defending this square, but that square doesn't really matter, so I go with bishop c4, just developing my bishop, getting it on this alright diagonal, I guess. Stockfish liked the d3 better, but I'm not Stockfish, so my opponent goes b4, and now we're gonna see what is my opponent doing. My opponent is attacking this bishop and it's taking control of b4. I mean a4. But what else did this do? It stopped defending this. What? You have to see, like, what did you stop defending? What did you block? What did you start attacking? What did you start defending? What did you open up? You know what I mean? So my opponent also played this move, trying to open up this square for his bishop, to develop his bishop right here. And that's what my opponent did. I just slide back, getting out of this attack, and he develops his bishop there. And this move is bad, mostly because of one move, and that is d5. I'm not really sure why d5 is so great. Not yet. I will see it later, but at this point of the game, I did not see why it was so good. So I castle. Just a normal move, but Stockfish says it's an inaccuracy. And again, I'm not Stockfish, so I didn't know that. What did I do? I just got my king safer. I put more defense on this pawn. I started defending this pawn. And I opened up this square for my rook. I got out of my king blocking my rook over here. Like, this is what you gotta see. You gotta see what you're doing, everything you're doing, you know? Here my opponent makes the mistake of going g6. 2 mistakes in a row. And here is where I finally see why d5 is so good. What did I stop defending? I stopped defending these 2 squares. What did I start defending? I started defending. I'm not defending anything actually with this. I'm attacking. I started attacking e6 and attacking c6. What did I open up? I opened up this diagonal, but the queen going here isn't very scary because this pawn is here. Nothing is really threatened there. But let's see what happens if you just move your knight out of the way. You go here. No, wait, that's a bad move. See, like, you go a5, just putting pressure on this bishop. You gotta see what your opponent wants, okay? You're like, oh, I'm attacking the bishop. He's probably gonna move the bishop. I'm gonna take. He's gonna take back, and my pawn is fine, right? But you gotta see that your opponent has more than one move in any position, except for like forced move positions. But in any position, your opponent's always gonna have more than one move. So let's say you take. And maybe you're thinking, oh, I'm just gonna take this bishop. And once he takes back, I'm gonna take, he's gonna take, and my bishop's here, and at least I can still castle, right? But like I said earlier, you have more than one move. You and your opponent have more than one move. So if he takes, I'm not taking back. I'm taking here. Because now you can't take this rook over here. Because as you see, you're in check. If you move up, you're just giving up another pawn, so of course you're gonna take back. So now I take the rook, and it's with check. And here you're gaining time, you know? You're being like, you're taking control of more of your time than your opponent, you know? Not like time-wise, more like move-wise, you know? The clock right now doesn't matter. You're in the beginning of the game. You're not thinking too much. So instead of just giving up a pawn for free, by the way, if you go something like this, you're just gonna take, and you lose a pawn no matter what. So instead of doing that, my opponent takes, just to not lose their pawn, right? The best move. So I play e takes d5, and what did this move start doing? It started attacking this. What did it stop defending? It started to stop defending this. What did it block? It blocked my bishop. What did it start? No, I mean, what did it open up? It opened up this file for my rook. And now I'm gonna be able to put more pressure on this king. And my opponent sees that, so he plays knight e5. And here, I don't like taking. Because what does that do? It enables this move. It's gonna force him basically to take me back. And what does this do? What did it stop defending? It stopped defending this. What did it start defending? It started defending this and this. But what did it start blocking? It blocked this file. So now my rook can't get on that file until this pawn gets out of the way. It can get on this file, but it's not really an open file unless this pawn gets out the way. But also, what did it open up? It opened up my pawn. But my pawn's not going to do anything there. I just lose it there. So instead of taking, I go with the best move, rook e1. Which I learned from evaluating positions on like like the analysis board in the past, you know? And this is where I started creating ideas like pinning with the rook on this file, because what did this rook do? It pinned this knight. What did it stop defending? It stopped defending this pawn. What did it start attacking? It started attacking this. What did it start defending? It didn't really start defending anything. What did it open up? It opened up this square, maybe for my king. I don't think I'm ever gonna put my king there, but it's good to know that. So if you just move your rook over for some reason, I just take, and I win a pawn. So you don't want that, right? So my opponent goes with the best move, bishop g7. What does this move do? It defends this knight. What did it stop doing? It stopped defending this. What did it open up? It opened up this square for the king, maybe, but the king's never gonna go there unless you get into a weird position. But yeah, you should always think what their move does, what they want, you know? So here I just try to get a bigger attack by putting more pressure on this knight. trying to win a pawn, I guess. But Stockfish says g5, bishop g5 is a better move, attacking the queen, but I don't see how that's a better move. Like, after f6, it blocks the bishop, but it attacks yours, and I don't know. I don't know how it's the best move. And that's, I don't know why it's the best move, because I'm not Stockfish, you know? So, I just go with a normal human-looking move. So he defends. He defends this way. He defends diagonally, just kind of indirect. But what's the difference between the queen going to e7 and the queen going to c7? The difference is the queen on e7 doesn't really have any big discovery threats. Maybe I'll have to like move my pieces out and push the pawn forward to even like get this like knight out of the queen's like file to win it. But that's gonna take too much time. You're just gonna like move out the way, and you're just, I don't know, you're not in a lot of trouble, you know? But now that the queen's here, it falls into this discovery attack. Not yet, not a discovery attack yet, but it's like threatening a discovery attack. Stockfish says the knight e4 was better, but I don't know how, because I'm not Stockfish, like I said earlier. But my opponent doesn't like the idea of me getting these discovery attacks, because like maybe I can like win this pawn later if he doesn't move his queen. So he moves his queen to e6. And see, because you moved here, you wasted time, and now I have a piece on this file. What did this move stop doing and start doing, and so on? It stopped defending. It didn't stop defending anything, actually. But what did it start defending? It started defending this knight more directly, you know? So now, since I got that time earlier to put my rook here, I see that now I can take his knight. Stockfish says the bishop was better, but there's not really much of a difference. The eval bar is basically the same. So he takes. If you take with the bishop, I'm just taking back. You're gonna take with the pawn no matter what. And since he takes with the pawn, now I'm pushing forward. I'm gonna push my queen's pawn to d6. What did this move do in the first place? We gotta remember that. It started attacking this bishop, started defending this square, stopped defending this square, stopped defending this square. It also blocked the queen. It also opened up this file. This pawn can move forward, which is what I did. So ignoring the threat on my bishop and making a bigger threat, I put this threat on the queen, and he moves his queen over, the best move. And here I see I can take this pawn now, because look, what did this move do? It stopped defending this pawn, but it also blocked this pawn from going forward. You gotta see what your opponent wants, but you gotta see what your opponent did. And this is what my opponent did. It started attacking this pawn, kinda. Because it wasn't really attacking it here, it was being attacked more by it. So I moves over here to attack it more. And stops defending this, so I take the pawn. He takes, and I take with check. So if he moves his queen here, I mean his king there, I'm gonna go queen d4, and I'm gonna threaten queen b6, queen c7, queen takes c7, checkmate, and you're not winning this game. You're in big trouble. So he goes for the best move, king f8, and here I spend quite a bit of time compared to the other moments, because I'm just stuck calculating, right? I'm like, does this move work? Is this a good move? And I finally stopped calculating. I finally finished. And I play the brilliant move, knight takes b5. what does this move do? We gotta find out. It stop defending this. You get it. What did it start defending? Started defending this, and this, right? But I don't care about any of those squares. I don't care about what the knight is doing or not doing, right? Because I have other threats. Because I moved my knight out here, my knight was blocking this, so because I moved this here, the file is opened up. Now my rook can move, right? So like if you take with the queen, I take your queen, you take back, and you're not winning this game. I'm just pushing my pawn, I'm checking you, you lost. So rationally, you're gonna take with the pawn. And the whole point of me going knight takes b5 was to move my rook to c7. And you may be like, oh, you're just gonna get this bishop, right? You won a pawn by going knight takes b5. Oh, you're so smart. You win a pawn. Wow, But like I said earlier, I have more than one move. And that's what my opponent failed to see. He failed to see that taking this bishop wasn't the only move I had. Stockfish says the best move is just giving up the queen. Just going rook d8. But my opponent, he moves his queen back. I'm not taking this bishop. Because what do you want in chess? You want the king, right? So I play rook takes h7. Checkmate. And this is why you have to see. What do you open up? What did you block? What did you start defending? What did you stop defending? What did you start attacking? And what did you stop attacking? Those rules will make you, like, a much better chess player. Like, I promise you. You're gonna be winning so much more games. And keep in mind, this guy, at the time, he was 1650. And I was 1576. The last time I posted a video, I was 1400. But now I'm 1630. And that's because I took consideration. I took these rules into consideration. I saw, what am I doing? What am I defending? What am I attacking? What can I open up? And so on, right? So, thank you for watching. And I hope you get better.